panda birth in captivity successfully achieved in America's capital. But that doesn't give Taishan citizenship rights. Like all the pandas in America, his parents are on loan from China. Part of the deal is that any cubs born anywhere are Chinese. What was your reaction when you heard that Taishan was having to go home?
Well, it's disappointing. I guess there's been a long-standing agreement, so it wasn't anything sudden, but still they're kind of a institution here.
Because it is nice to come and see the pandas here, because there's not very many zoos around that have panda bears.
He was born here. Do you think that means he ought to be allowed to stay here?
I guess if they made the deal, then I guess you are stuck with the deal.
At 4 years of age, Taishan is now old enough to father his own cubs, and the Chinese expect him to come and perform his patriotic duty in a country he's never seen before. While his parents, Mai Zhong and Tian Tian, who are on 10-year loans, are due to be returned by the end of 2010. The National Zoo markets itself heavily on its giant pandas, and they'll be sorely missed.
The first American chief executive ever to visit the world.
President Nixon brought the first pandas to America after he shook hands with Chairman Mao in China in 1972. For centuries, the Chinese have used pandas as diplomatic and political weapons. They are the ultimate ambassadors.
China used panda to selectively to see if your government is very nice to us, we will give you a panda, or if you have some, invite the Dalai Lama or you're too critical of China, they will hold on. So this become part of a diplomatic measure.
Disappointment about the pandas having to leave Washington is mixed with a general sense of anxiety about China. People here are very well aware that America's losing its status as the most important nation in the world, and that eventually they will be overtaken by the Chinese.
Hu Jintao, President
The global balance of power is shifting, and President Obama knows it when he meets the Chinese Premier Hu Jintao. Since the financial crisis, America now owes China $800 billion, and no one can afford to upset the bank manager when you have that kind of overdraft. Visiting China last month, Obama didn't lecture them on human rights, Tibet or Taiwan as previous American presidents used to. Because whether it's dealing with North Korea and Iran's nuclear ambitions or trying to tackle climate change, America needs China like never before.
Well, it's partly reflects China's growing economic importance for the United States. It does not make sense that at the same time we borrow money from China, need China's cooperation economically and also in other areas, but at the same time just criticize China or lecture China.
You can see how times have changed. George W. Bush deliberately infuriated the Chinese by giving the Dalai Lama the Congressional Gold Medal in a grand public ceremony. This year, when His Holiness came to Washington, he wasn't even invited inside the White House. He's never met President Obama. China controls the entire panda population of the world, and they charge $1 million a year for every bear they lend out. There's no reason to believe China is insisting Washington's pandas be returned to punish America or the Obama administration. But Washington Zoo is very eager to negotiate another panda loan. And for that to happen, they have to hope their government stays on good terms with Beijing. Sarah Smith, Channel 4 News.
It's just a